Hi, my name is Josep. I'm going to talk about my experience in the city of Cajamarca. Well, first, in my experience of the city of Cajamarca, I have visited several places. One of the ones I remember the most is the Granja Porcón. This place is similar to the Parque de las Leyendas in Lima. However, it is much smaller, but in exchange, there are species that are not found in the Parque de las Leyendas. The more organic environment that exists here is also nice, since the blue skies and the noise of the countryside is natural in Cajamarca, but in Lima, as you know, the gray sky and the noise of traffic are more common. I also had the opportunity to visit Los Baños de los Incas. I have come here several times, and it is always pleasant and relaxing. The water temperature is perfect, and in a certain way you can feel the nature of the water through the conduits made by the ancient inhabitants of Cajamarca. The most similar experience to this is probably the saunas in the cities. I would also like to talk about the viewpoint. I had funny experience here, mainly because I was not in very good physical condition to be able to climb quickly. So I had to take several breaks and drink mineral water to get there. I went with friends too, and I remember that we went up and down repeatedly to capture good photos because depending on the view we want, we capture good photos because depending on the view we want, we need to vary the angle and the scale, no? Small or bigger. I also remember that the viewpoint has a nice night view, no? Due to the blue lights that turn on at night, which makes it interesting, no? Interesting and different experience from the daytime. It is definitely not to be missed. And when you go down from the viewpoint, you can enjoy delicious meals in the Plaza de Armas of Cajamarca. In terms of cultural difference, I noticed that the houses in Cajamarca have slopes in the roofs, which are necessary for the frequent and abundant rains. And in the same way, there are many gathers in the street for proper water management. This makes the house look quite similar to each other since they obey the same engineering criteria. And continuing with the cultural difference, clothing is also affected by the rains, which is why it is common to see people wearing hats and ponchos de lana made of cloth or even plastic so that the moisture does not remain on the body or clothing. On the other hand, it is inevitable to talk about the carnavales de Cajamarca. There are carnavals in other cities in Peru, but now here it is big and beautiful, in my opinion, to such an extent that in recent years it has become a very attractive touristic place for foreigners. The colorful and creative costumes for the Corso stand out, where there is absolute freedom to choose and dance. In addition to the Corso, the Carnavalon is also very enjoyable, which consists of going out for a walk with friends from different neighborhoods while they get wet and paint each other. singing classic and new songs by carnival lovers. Perhaps the only ones who do not enjoy the carnival are the drivers because their cars are completely painted and naturally it is difficult to clean. Finally, I would like to talk about Cajamarca food. Personally, my favorite broth is Cajamarca green broth. My grandparents used to make it for me, and I think it is special in a certain way. I love adding cheese to it and eat with bread. Every time I have traveled, it has been mandatory to have my beloved green broth for breakfast at least once in a travel. For lunch, however, I love eating chicharrones. I think that because of the way the pigs are raised in the countryside, they develop a very a very pleasant flavor and a texture that makes it delicious. Another alternative for lunch is frito con ceviche, typical of Cajamarca, and which is usual consumed after a hangover since it is a balanced meal in flavor, price, and quality. I would also mention cuy chactado, which like chicharrón, although they can sell it in other cities, the flavor it has here is even more delicious, especially if it is accompanied by tomato and onion salad. This is these are some things I want to say. So